I want to talk about a question that's asked a lot, and do not make the same mistake as me. What this is going to be about is, should you go for um, what's it called? I forgot. Should you go for the photon bee or another bee? Because, like, which one do you want to go for? Like, which are the things in the shop? So yeah, there's so many different things in the shop. But before we do this, I do want to talk about one quick thing. I do have a group, but probably next year I'm gonna start customizing it, making actual different rules to probably putting like random shirt things I make in the store, probably for like 5 to 35 Robux, because they don't need to be expensive in the slightest. So yeah, that's just a quick thing I did want to say first, because some people asked what my group was, and this is it. Well, back to the thing that we were actually doing, the shop. There's many different things. The Puppy Bee, Photon, Hug Buddy, Tabby Bee, Festive, Crimson, and Cobalt. And the Gold Egg and the Legendary Star Treat. Which of these should you go for? I will go over a quick thing, but the Puppy Bee, I do remember. It gives you ×2 pollen whenever you throw the ball around, and also it gives you if gifted, it gives 20% bonus treat amount. So instead of 10 bonus love for your bees, it goes 12. So these things, treats, instead of upgrading your bond by 10, it goes up by 12. The Photon Bee. Arguably one of the best bees here because of its absurd abilities, because it has absurd stats besides attack. It's not an attack bee, but this is not the important part. Gifted high bonus, 5% instant conversion. This is major for pros, but this is the important part. Beamstorm. For me, this can collect 200,000 pollen in seconds. The haste is also important in case if you don't have that many haste bees, but that is why. And look, 20 pollen in 2 seconds. No other bee in the game does that. The Cub Buddy gives you free fun treats, can give you some rare things, believe it or not, can actually give you some beyond rare things, like it can give you neon berries, but a lot of times they'll just give you some treats. And it also can pick up ability tokens. Tabby Bee, I don't know that much about it, but I do know it has a scratch ability, and whenever you collect one of its tokens, it goes up to a max of 1,000, and then, here, I'll just show you. Well, 50% crit power is really awesome, but Scratch collects 7 pollen, plus 1 per level, 3 lines and 4 flowers. If gifted, Scratch always has critical hits. Yeah, that's what I meant by this is an awesome thing. But this is the better part. Tabula permanently grants Tabby plus 1 gather amount. That means it can get, if you get the 1,000 tokens, which is not hard at all, it'll probably take you a couple days, you could have a 10, is equivalent to having 10 Tabby be stuffed into one. But it does have 10 pollen. That's like 100 pollen per 4 seconds. Yeah, that's awesome. Festive Bee, I don't think I really need to talk about him that much. Can give you treats and other fun little gifts. We did have one in the beginning of the game, or this video. If you want to check, just scroll back and you'll see it. Crimson Bee. Crimson Bee is the red leader, and then the Cobalt is the blue. They're both 250 tickets, which is way cheaper than the rest. Half as cheap. And then enchanted abilities when working with Cobalt Bee. So they do work really well together. Their ability is, I don't need to say one of them, but the main part one is a little zap ability, which will like zap to your red bees and can give you pollen. That's about in the shop. So which one should you go for? If I think which one you should go for, and I know it's probably the correct one. Has to be, it's gonna be, believe it or not, it's gonna be the Photon Bee. Easily the best, ignore the mutation. I literally got the energy one, which is horrible because it has infinite energy. Another reason why it's the best. That's why I think you should go for it, and if you're poor and in the beginning you really want a really OGB, you have to go for the Crimson or Cobalt. Really, it matters how your hive is. I'm a red hive, more or less. So for that reason, I went for the Crimson first, but I shouldn't have done that. I should have first went for the Photon Bee. And yeah, that's about it. Which bee you should try to go for that costs tickets. And yeah, if you want us to watch something go cool. I don't know why I'm doing this, but this is for the memes. Watch this. Why am I doing this? I'm wasting so much. Okay, time to spend some honey. There we go. Now that I just spent my allowance, I can go get the Cobalt Bee. Why did I do that? You know what? It doesn't even matter. Easy. I'm just showing you. And yes, it is pretty expensive to buy tickets. I don't recommend doing it. I just did it to be funny. Does it really matter which slot? And let's do you. Cobalt Bee. See? So yeah, that's about it. I just got the Cobalt Bee because I could, and I knew it was a waste of my all my earnings. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.